fellow people of SpeedGaming.
Hello, everyone.
I am Mudkip.
I'm doing good, Ray.
So it looks like both runners are ready, but I need to use the I need to use the bathroom first. I'm gonna mute. Hello, fellow people of SpeedGaming.
Hello, everyone.
I am Mudkip.
I'm doing good, Ray. So yeah, this is the any percent No World 5 tournament. So
like both runners
the runners will, as implied, not be going to World 5. I need to figure out how to get Discord to cooperate here. I don't want this full screen, just don't want to be able to see the chat.
Alright, I'm gonna get my, I'm gonna get like a glass of water real quick. Remember to stay hydrated.
Yes, stay hydrated indeed.
Here, bring your pot. Oh boy.
Okay, you know, I'm just gonna pull the chat up on my phone because I don't want to deal with my computer.
Fair. I have Discord open on my. I'm doing the opposite. I have the chat on my computer and Discord on my phone.
Got to make sure that the audio is off. That I'm bad.
The bot currently isn't streaming, for me at least. Are you both in the race time room? And like, do you have that set up?
It's streaming for me, so
Yeah, I don't know why it isn't for me. This is weird. So I'm gonna be I might have to pull open both of their streams with a like multi-Twitch or something. This isn't right. Yeah, it's gonna be ahead, but it's gonna be ahead, but
it wouldn't be an SMBW tournament without loads of technical difficulties.
huh?
Let's go.
Here we are. Well, the runners appear to have started on the on the stream at least.
Yeah, they started on the commentary stream as well. So I don't think there's a delay between the commentary stream and their streams.
Yeah, in fact, I think our commentary would be ahead if we watched their streams. So we have that. Issa, you want to explain the category? And like how it works?
Yeah, so back in 2016, since people were getting tired of any percent being so repetitive, they were like, you know what? Let's make a category where we don't go to World 5.
Because
So-
the end route is World 1, World 5, World 8.
Yeah, so in this category, you do World 1 and World 2 like normal, then you take the cannon in World 3 from the Ghost House, which brings you to World 6. And in World 6, you take the cannon from 6-6 to go to World 8. And then you complete the game from there.
Pretty straightforward route. You'll see the runners grabbing the star in 1-2 here. The star does give you like a speed boost, so it does end up saving time, even like going out of your way to get it. You'll see stars in quite a few levels throughout the run.
Mario time! Let's go!
You'll see that both runners did like a triple jump at the start. That wasn't for swag, that was to avoid the RNG of that hammer bro, like jumping up and hitting you. And there are these hammer bros that are like at the end of the level that are also RNG. You see that Bikkear and Koopa both are grabbing the shell, and that's to like it's basically a backup in case one of the hammer bros like jumps down. Because if it jumps down and you don't have the shell, there's a pretty high chance you'll get hit. But if you have the shell, like the chance you'll get hit is almost nothing.
Yeah, I think I've only seen somebody grab the shell and get hit once.
I've done it twice. Is like I grabbed the shell and then like I wasn't like the shell, like I was holding the shell and it like I ran into the Goomba, so that like wasted the shell, and I was pretty mad.
Oh no.
Let's go!
So, the propeller mushroom that both runners grabbed in 1-1, will be put to heavy use here in one tower, because it's a vertical level. You can just, like, zoom up the whole level, and
Time!
all vertical levels, basically. There are a fair amount of usages in other levels as well. And also, the reason why they went to the Star House, there are Ice Bros in World 3 that, under normal circumstances, you have like a 4% chance of dodging, and one encounter loses like 30 seconds. Whereas the Star House only loses like 15, so it's a far better option for a race, and just runs in general.
I don't even think there's anybody that goes for Ice Bro-less in runs yet.
I think Jack went for a while like as a meme, but like no one's done serious Ice Bro-less attempts.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people who've done it as a meme, but you need to be insane to go for it, actually.
Both runners getting a pretty decent one tower. Koopa messed up a little bit, lost like around a second and a half, but nothing major. This is merely the first 5 minutes in like a 50-minute speedrun. The late game in this category is brutal. You've
Yeah,
seen
the
it,
race can turn tides at any point.
you've seen it turn tides multiple times in numerous races. So,
Like,
oh,
Half
sorry.
of the races in this tournament have been offsets.
And some of them have been by like over 2 minutes.
There's just no way of telling who's gonna win.
So 1-4, it's a water level that very few people enjoy because there's a lot of like mashing and annoying tight movement. Like there is a part of me that likes it, but like the mashing just gets boring after a while.
Yeah, it's not like the worst level in terms of like comparing it to other water levels.
Oh yeah. So you'll see that they like jumped out of the water as much as possible because like the speed in the air is like way faster than your speed in the water. It's often to do that as much as possible. I saw Bikkear got like a 415. Is that correct?
They both got 413.
Time.
Oh. So they lost a couple seconds on both ends. But overall, not bad. So, even though we manipulated the position of the Goomba, like, earlier in the run, he can still, like, block you from entering 1-6, which can lose a lot if you get really bad RNG, but as you can see, the Goomba let both runners pass, like, pretty much instantly. And running into him is a 20-second time loss, so... Like, unless you're getting absolute trash RNG, like, avoid him at all costs. Basically.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it be like 20 seconds lost to Fred.
I've actually lost, like, 25 seconds to him once. That's only ever happened once. And it was on a dead run anyway, so... Who give a care?
It's a go time.
Awe intensifies. Hippie flash! Oh, Spare, I don't think you wanna... Why? Okay. So... one castle. There are a lot of cogs. As you can clearly see, they're also rather annoying, like, to traverse optimally, because you have to, like, for the one cog right before the checkpoint, you have to slow down a very specific amount, and if you don't, like, you do a huge bump into the cog, and it's just bad. But...
Bikkear almost getting hit like 4 times there.
Getting hit at this point in the run is not a big deal, but you still do not want to lose propeller at any point in the run. So I saw Koopa got like a 527 door. What did Bikkear get?
528 probably, considering he's one IDT ahead.
Okay, so Bikkear messed up the fight a little bit at the end there, but considering what can happen in one castle, it's like a better scenario.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Bikkear Struggling with that last hit there.
Yeah, that was... Is my commentary ahead? Because...
I think it's about like 5 seconds ahead, give or take.
Okay, because, like, I intentionally delayed my commentary a little bit because of the multi-Twitch thing.
Yeah, how much you're delaying it by is good.
So, Koopa, I believe, is around 2 seconds behind out of World 1.
Come back.
I'll use last fade out here. 47, 49. Yeah,
Yep.
2 seconds.
So, both getting pretty decent World 1s. But that's like the beginning. World 2 has a fair bit more that the game throws at you. These sand geysers are fairly straightforward to traverse, but like as you see that Koopa did there, like if you jump too early, then you land like in the base of the sand geyser and it just slowly shoots you up, and it's pain. But otherwise, a pretty straightforward level.
Mistakes in this level tend to compound as well.
Oh yeah, 'cause
You get hit by one and then another.
So I think now's a good time to explain the differences in the power-up routes.
Yeah, so after this level, there's going to be a mushroom house that the runners can either go to or skip. If they go to it, they will pick up 2 propellers and a mini mushroom, which is what we refer to as mini route, or they can skip it and go for what we call prop route.
Prop route is like in the ballpark of like, what, 50, 40 seconds faster?
Yeah, it's somewhere around there, because there's the time loss from the mushroom house for mini route, but it also does actually end up being faster in 6.5 and 6.6.
Oh no! Koopa went into the sub area by accident. Yeah, that's bad. Cause like he tried to do a crouch jump off of that pipe. But like as you can see, that didn't go well for him and he went into the sub area by accident. He also lost propeller, so now he has to go back.
I wonder if grabbing that star would have, like, made it easier for him.
It probably would have, but I think he just did it for swag and didn't realize that he grabbed the star. So, as you can see, something minor like that, and the race is already falling apart on Koopa's side, whereas Bikkear's is still, like...
Pretty solid.
He's still doing good. But, like we said, the late game has turned many tables in this tournament, so you can only wait and see what happens. 2 Tower is arguably the coolest looking vertical level in this category, in my opinion. Especially when done, like, optimally, because the series of, like, fence grabs, wall kicks, and spins is just very satisfying to pull off. Oh, I wonder why Koopa didn't grab... Oh, he's going for the roulette block. That's smart.
I think it would be more worth it to go for mini route at that point.
Oh, and he mistimed his jump. I'm spoiling it, aren't I?
A little bit, yeah, but...
Yeah. Because the bot in the booth isn't working, so I have to go up with multi-twitch. Who's ahead, so I'll have to make a note to delay it.
Yeah, so... This isn't the worst possible thing, because if Koopa still wants to go for prop route, the next level has a ton of props in it.
But 2-4, that's it. There are absolutely no backup propellers in World 3 or World 6.
And then we intentionally damage boost in World 8.
So, yeah, The outlook of Koopa's run looks bleak so far, but anything can happen. So, Bikkear in 2-4,
Let's go.
as you can see, the wind is blowing in, like, cycles. The wind has to be blowing in order to reach the secret exit, which we used to skip 2-6, and the overworld encounters.
I mean, it is technically possible to reach it with a shell jump.
But it's insanely difficult. So as you can see there in a little bit, Bikkear actually missed that wind cycle, that fast wind cycle most runners refer to as fast 2-4. It's a pretty tough cycle though, and as you can see, he didn't miss it by much. It was just like the choke he did at the end there that cost him. And each cycle is like 8, 7, 9 seconds apart, something like that.
I'm not 100% sure.
It's somewhere around that, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's like,
This way.
at least, I know the first one is like 9 seconds, but I think they're all identical.
Oh, Koopa's game plan is most likely going to be to get Propeller back in this level. Oh. That's not good.
Pickago time.
Oh, yeah, that could be very costly.
It's for sure better than dying in World 6, and then also losing Propeller in the process of that, but that's also not a great place to die. Probably lost, like, in the ballpark of 30 seconds.
Yeah, especially considering that he's gonna have to take the time to stop and, like, grab Propeller once he gets to that point in the level.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think he's gonna make this next cycle because of his Propeller grab being not ideal.
Yeah, at this point, I think just trying to play it safe and just finish the level is the best bet.
So he did finish a cycle slower than Bikkear, but like you said, the late game. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Bikkear showing off with the random crouch slides in 2 Castle.
The safety 1-up from Koopa.
So, as you can see, 2 Castle is like really long. So there's that, and then the boss fight is RNG. Roy Koopa, the boss, like when he jumps into the first pipe, he can either decide to pop out immediately or like do a fake out up to 3 times.
4 times.
4, which worst case scenario loses like 5-6 seconds. Bikkear did get good RNG, so that's something going for him. I should also mention that these 2 runners have PBs that are 2 seconds apart. Koopa has a 49.12 and Bikkear has a 49.14. So, yeah. Okay, minus saying one cycle is 7.5 seconds. I did not see that earlier.
Yeah, I thought it was 9 because, like, my PB is apparently very slow. because I save 9 whenever I get it.
So World 3 is, which Bikkear is entering right now. It's the shortest world in this category. There are only 3 levels, all of them pretty straightforward, but you can still, like, die or lose time
To go.
a lot if you mess up. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the last race, didn't Ezra die somewhere in World 3, or was it, like, early in World 6? I forget exactly.
I don't know. I think I left before it happened.
Yeah, like, I saw the beginning and then I saw the end, but all I heard was that he died somewhere in mid-game. Pretty sure it was World 3, but not sure. So, Koopa got 3, he got 3, like, fake pop-outs, which isn't great, but like I said, it's not a terrible time loss.
Oh yeah, Mario time. Ho!
It appears that Bikkear has approximately a 2-minute lead
To go.
over Koopa right now, but so if he plays well, then he has the opportunity to win this by a lot. Bikkear messed up the star grab there in 3-2, but he backed it up pretty okay, so he's not losing more than like 2 seconds.
Yeah, 3-2 is another level that's like easy when it goes well, but as soon as you start messing things up, it becomes really scary.
Oh no! I might have spoiled it again, because I forgot to delay my reaction to it on multi-Twitch, but...
Yeah, that was like a couple seconds early, but it's fine.
That's not good.
Yeah,
Losing-
that's one of... not exactly the worst, but it's a pretty bad spot to lose Propeller.
Fortunately, Propeller does not affect 3-2 a ton. Oh no. Is he gonna go back to the Mushroom House now?
What?
No. I think he just like he's I don't know how to describe that. Like what would have happened there. Maybe he got caught up in his rage or something. I have no clue. That's a bad place to die as well.
Yeah, anywhere after 2-4 is really bad.
The worst spot to lose it would be like early in 6-3, but this isn't a great spot either. Not like you said before.
I think losing it early in 6-1 would be worse, but... But yeah, Koopa has 2 options here. He can either try and brute force his way through the rest of the run without prop, or he can go back to the Mushroom House and do mini route.
So Koopa opting to play 3-2 without Propeller. Again, it loses absolutely nothing. So
I think technically it loses like half a second or something if you're doing like perfectly optimal movement.
Oh, like doesn't the task? No, wait, the task uses penguin.
Yeah, but I know like the world record level runners can use prop to save like half a second on the star grab or something
This way.
by doing something stupid.
I didn't think it'd save that much. But now that I mentioned it, I should probably mention the tool-assisted speedrun of this category, which picks up the penguin suit in 3-1 and keeps it for the rest of the whole run. Because in theory, like penguin has the potential to be a lot faster because doing a dive with the penguin suit gives you a lot of speed, but to harness it in a way that saves time in this category, because you have to play World 6 with penguin, which is pretty much deemed like tasks only in terms of penguin movement because of how ridiculously precise some of the dives and whatnot are. Oh no, Koopa dying in the first room of Free Ghost House.
Ooh, yeah, that's really bad. Also, fun fact, Curran Joseph tasked a castle with Penguin, and I believe the time save comes out as more, because keeping Penguin throughout 8 airship is actually slightly slower than grabbing prop in it.
But I think it might make a bit more sense to explain that more when we're in World 8.
Yeah, we can come back to that.
So, Bikkear in 6-1. 6-1's a really scary level because of all the spikes and bullet bills everywhere. That ending where he jumped over the roulette block it's pretty cool to nail. As you can see, he got a relatively good 6-1, improvable, but I think Koopa died again in the third room of Ghost House.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Mario time. Ho!
Sometimes on dead runs, like Riley's propeller, sometimes I try and improvise like a level or two without the propeller, and sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's not.
Yeah, especially when it does not go well.
Bikkear here, a bit of a sloppy 6-3, but it's not that bad. Really, he only lost like 2 seconds.
He backed that up pretty well, so
Yeah,
I don't think it was even that much.
playing it safe there definitely did him a couple favors, because that could have went really south. If he didn't know how to do that backup with missing the bounce and that fuzzy beetle.
Yeah, that's honestly the hardest part of the entire level.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Bikkear saying that he's never been this far with prop route in a run. So
Yeah, Bikkear is a minute ahead of his PB right now because his PB has a mini route. And he's like otherwise played pretty solidly. So
It's a good time.
if he can lock down and focus and not like die or something, he'll have like a low 48 or potentially a 47 in his hands. So Koopa wrapping up with World 3. Now, I don't know if he's gonna improvise World 6 or if he's just gonna go back to the beginning of World 3.
I would personally go back to World 2 in this situation, but I'm not sure what Koopa is thinking right now. What his plan is.
So, I guess we didn't explain 6 Tower. DCA, do you want to do the honors of explaining how it works?
Sure, okay, so as you can see, the two spikes that come up and down from the middle, okay, anyways, we have to wait for them so that we don't lose propeller. So we have cycle names based around them. The fastest cycle is called erection cycle, and the slower cycle is called soft cycle. There is a cycle in between, but I don't know what it's called.
I don't think it has a name, period.
I've heard like 3 names for it, and there isn't a name, so.
Yep. So Koopa did end up opting to go back to World 2. He might only grab 1 propeller?
Minus saying that he calls it semi-cycle.
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Does Koopa not have the...
No, he does. He punched the top left, like the 2 in the top left first. Because those are always either Prop Mini or one of the Bowser faces.
Oh, okay.
In my opinion, I've toyed around with it as well. It's much better than the regular strategy of punching like the 2 in the middle in the top row. But yeah, Bikkear is a full minute and a half ahead of his personal best of 49:14.
Did Bikkear, like, drop a spin there?
Oh no!
Because I think...
Koopa choked he went for the risky beginning in 6-1, he hit the invisible block. Like, you're supposed to fly over that spike, but he jumped, early? Or was it late? I think it was late.
So, Bikkear is going into 6-6 now. This is the level where mini route saves time.
Because with mini route, you're straight up Jesus, and you can walk across the whole level. But with propeller, you can do some, in my opinion, pretty cool looking movement. To skip, like, riding the boat. But dying again in 6-1, that's not good. I didn't see what he died to. Did he die to, like, the cliff skip?
Oh, yes, but he tried to play it safe, so I assume it was a dropped spin put.
That, or it might have been just a straight up mistime.
Bikkear kind of messing up 6-6 a little bit. Nothing too bad as long as he knows how to back it up, which looks like he does. So, that's good.
It's a pretty scary level to mess up because of how many opportunities you have to get hit, but if you know, like, the layout of the level and if you can think of what the best option is, like, in the moment of making a mistake, then, like, you're good. So, Koopa opted to go back to 1-1 to get a propeller. It's honestly just it's honestly his best choice at this point.
Yeah.
This way.
Biker.
Biker.
The Europeans are all getting excited.
So the Americans are still, like, half asleep.
I'm not.
Mexico.
I am.
So, Koopa going back to 6-1. Let's see if he'll be able to get past it.
Hopefully it goes better for him this time.
Yeah, as you can see, he didn't go for the thing he died to last time, so playing it safe. So Bikkear entering 8-1. There are tall lava geysers at the end that we will intentionally damage boost through. Not only because like the damage boosting itself is faster, but because 8-2 is actually faster as Small Mario, so like a twofold reason the damage boost, I guess. Alright, Spare, I'll make a note of it.
Scary ending of 6-1 there for Koopa.
Oh no! Oh, I forgot to play my computer. That triple jump that that Bikkear just messed up and died to, it's referred to as the 8-1 triple. And as you can see, I think jumped.
What did he
early.
do there?
I believe he jumped early.
I thought that looked good.
That, or he might have mistimed his midair spin. But that death isn't too bad, because you have to finish the level Small Mario anyway.
And there is a backup fire. Oh wait, no. Never mind, because he doesn't power up. I'm smart.
We messed up 6-3 quite a bit there, but he's still doing okay.
Yeah, Bikkear saying that he's still on PV pace, but not 47 pace anymore.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
So, Koopa about to enter 6th tower. Let's see what his let's see what he can pull off.
Imagine getting past the bullet bills couldn't be me.
Oh no, Koopa barely missed soft cycle, unfortunately getting hit at the end.
Oh, that hurts. It's not like the worst time loss, but
6-5 without propeller actually isn't that bad, and he has the mini backup, so he can walk across the majority of the level.
I mean, to be fair, I only lost like 20 seconds from it, so I was still on 46 pace after it happened, but
If you're referring to the cave theme in World 8, Robert, I completely agree. It's one of the themes in the game that doesn't get stale after a while.
yeah, this game has some pretty repetitive music, and then it also has some, like, absolutely insane music.
World 4, World 7, World 9 overworld themes, for example.
Yeah.
I also like the music that plays in 8-1 and 8-7.
I don't really notice it in 8-1 all that much.
But,
Probably because
the
I'm
rest
more...
of the music is just... Well, World 2's level theme's decent, but the rest of the music in this category is just, like, background noise, basically.
Yeah.
Bikkear, stop spoiling your IDTs. It's not nice.
That's the commentator who is spoiling everything.
So Koopa did mess up 6-5 a fair tad, but but like I said earlier, it's not that bad of a color. And so if you remember what Bikkear's 6-6 looked like, you'll instantly see a difference here.
Pretty solid 8-7 from Bikkear.
Mario time. Yeah.
Junior, hold on. Bikkear does not use BPT. That was his... yeah, whoops.
Good job.
If he had that kind of 8-7, he'd be on like record base fights.
Yeah, that's 100% record base.
Whoops.
Good job, that's good.
So, as you can see, Bikkear grabbed Propeller back in 8 Airship, and, you're normally supposed to spin those corkscrews to, like, lower or move the platforms, but with Propeller we can skip all but 2 of them. Which is the very first and the very last one. Are unskippable, but everything else is. So, Bikkear had a pretty nice airship. Improvable by like a second, but still really good.
So, is Koopa gonna have to do 8-1 of Mini?
I don't think we forgot to explain Bombless. So for the Bowser Jr. boss fight, the developers casually intended you to wait on for him to spit bombs, and then you have to ground pound the bombs to like hit him. But as you can probably tell by this point, there's a really small gap between the ceiling and Bowser Jr. So you can, by timing a ground pound in a 1 to 2 frame window, you can actually hit him and skip the waiting of the bombs. And as you can see, he actually got it twice, which is really good for a race.
And Koopa presumably dropping a jump input and dying because of it. Not, like, the worst death in the world, but it's still never good to die in 8-1.
Or anywhere. Except 5-5.
Yeah. Unless you're doing Hundo.
I don't think you die in 5-5 in Hundo.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, wait, I'm... Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Unless you're me, of course.
Yep.
My first Hundo run died like 5 times.
My 100 BB is so many times. It's... So... 8 Castle is the longest level in the game, I believe, and that first room isn't that bad.
I think the only other level that could come close is 9-4.
Oh. Yeah, that...
And Koopa dying to these random meteors.
The meteors aren't an issue if you have Propeller for the entire level, or at least they aren't a huge issue, but if you don't have Propeller, it's a really bad issue, especially if, like, you need to grab that mushroom, they can like block your path from like
The
jumping.
meteor actually destroying the power of block.
Yep, that can happen too.
Things are just falling apart for Koopa. I feel really bad for him.
Yeah, like he's probably gonna finish, though. It'd be of his best interest to finish.
Yeah.
So, that tiny switch was, that first Bowser fight is ridiculously free unless your spin input gets dropped, of which then, this final section of the game we call Escape because, Kamek makes Bowser into a giant and you have to run away from him. Escape is really hard to do with nerves because like there's lava everywhere and the fireballs that you have to use to destroy the walls are also really tough to aim, especially if you have nerves like that.
Yeah, the fireballs, like, if you're even just a tiny bit off, like, you can miss it high or low. So,
this is like 3 seconds best case scenario, 10 seconds worst case scenario.
yeah, it can lose an insane amount of time.
Also, the theme that plays in the platform section, again, one of the few bangers in this OST. IMO.
Agreed. Except you never really get the time to appreciate it.
Ooh. I think Bikkear. Yep. That is in fact a 4759.
Spoilers, but GG Bikkear.
Dang it! I delayed it too. I delayed my reaction to it, and it still is early. That's also an upset because Bikkear's PB, his former PB was 2 seconds behind Koopa's, and now.
I don't know if I'd exactly call that an upset.
I'm trying, Spare. I'm trying because the bot didn't work.
Yay!
Potentially. I don't know. Have there been any other...
I'll check out
47. Yeah. I'm pulling it up right now as well.
SRC to load.
Yeah, the worst 47 before this was... It's actually a tie between Green's former PB and Billy's 4750.
Also, I wouldn't say worst, more like slowest.
Yeah.
Because Jack is... I think in Jack's first 47, like, he lost Propeller, like, in 8 Castle, and he got, like, a 480 something in Castle. Whereas you still pull the 47 with the death. That bomb was just clutch.
Yeah, Bikkear, would you like to join us for an interview at all?
It's a good time.
Yeah, we can wait till afterwards if you want. So, Koopa's in airship now.
See if you can nail the skips in the second room. That Bikkear also nailed. Oh, I forgot to mark when it's done. Whoops.
Yeah, I did that for you, don't worry. Koopa going for what's known as crouch jump there.
It
So
saves
instead
a
of
1.3.
oh, that's really bad.
Well, it's at the end, and he grabbed the checkpoint, so it's not.
It's a good time.
I mean, yeah, now you can't even attempt bombless.
Well, he can, but bombless without propeller is infinitely more stupid than it already is.
Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way: there's no reason for him to really attempt bombless at you.
Exactly. Going off with some triple jumps.
Mario number one.
Bikkear unlocking World 9, of which he can totally play.
It's a good time.
Oh no, Koopa taking another death. Things are just falling apart.
You're not bad. It's just like we all have our meltdowns.
Yeah,
Like-
this
like-
game can...
Like you've proven before, you have really good potential.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
double death in the first room.
Yeah, almost saved that one too, which makes it even more painful.
Also, I believe he didn't save throughout the entire run, and if you game over, like, the run is, like, started over. Like, you're plopped squarely back in 1-1. No progress made or anything. He actually... he did almost die there, actually. But he didn't panic. He saved it. Well, he probably is mad. Junior. Yep, it's definitely better just to keep your composure, not break anything. So Koopa opting to grab the fire flower, it makes the RNG dependent fireballs in the corridor like a bit safer because you still have that safeguard of an extra power up.
And it can also, you can either fire kill Bowser, which takes a while, or you can have an extra hit when trying to jump over Bowser in case he decides to jump into you.
Which is exactly what happened.
Yeah,
Fortunately, he got it.
It happens way more often than it should. Shoutouts to low percent runners who have to deal with that to PB.
Yes. Because low percent, the category where you don't play without the propeller, that is like a required strategy to get a good time, because it saves so much. And there's a 50-50 chance you just get RNG just says no.
This is not Grand Finals, we are still in the group stage.
Yeah. Group stage ends in like, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah. A little under 2 weeks now.
So it's actually very good that Koopa still has Big Mario, because he can grab Propeller at the very beginning of Escape, which is helpful. And it's
Yeah, definitely.
This stream was lagging a bit on my end. It's probably me.
No, it appears to be his end. And GG Koopa finishing out with the sub 50 still.
It's
sub hour. I'm
hour.
intelligent. Again, I'm still half asleep.
GG's to both. Even with all those deaths, like you still like you still finished. That wall kick spin that Bikkear is practicing actually is like pretty cool to pull off. So Bikkear, are you doing the interview now?
Yeah, looks like he is. And yeah, once again, GG Koopa, way to stick through it and finish.
Right, he's joined and he is unmuted.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, GG on the win. And taking full points as well.
Yeah. I think I'm the most happy with the 47, actually. But yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a pretty good race. I made some mistakes, but nothing too big until 8-1 happened.
What were your thoughts when you got double bombless?
I thought it was a good meme.
Yeah, I clutched the 47, so huge GG's on that.
I think this is the largest gap between two runners in a race, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Because wasn't the previous gap like a 47 and then a 53?
Something like that.
No, it was the first race. It was Jack versus Koopa. I remember that now.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
I don't really think there's that much else to say, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a really solid run, aside from a couple of spots. And of course, that 8-1 death. Are you gonna try and bring your time lower still?
Well, not right now. I'm not really grinding normal 5 at all at the moment, but after school, when my vacation starts, I'll probably try and get a lower 47 and maybe even a 46. That would be pretty cool.
Doesn't school in the Netherlands like release late?
I have like a month to go still.
Well, good luck with that when you do get around to it.
Uh-huh.
So, any
I have some,
last thoughts?
not really. So I think I'll just go.
All right.
Yeah.
It was a good interview.
Thank you for doing the commentary on the race. Bye.
Bye. All right. Friendly reminder to follow the commentators and the runners. Shameless plug. Keep 'em.
There's currently no matches scheduled, but keep an eye on that schedule.
Yep. We can post the schedule in there, right?
It's already in there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't have anything else to add. Do you?
I don't either.
Alright. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a good
Bye.
day.